How's it going? And welcome back to another episode of FUD TV. It's heating up here at FUD Studios. I'm your host, Elio Trades, and we're going to get into our daily market analysis right now. That's right, guys. Today is a positive day. The market has recovered almost $100 billion in value. As we go into the total market cap, we'll see that we are certainly doing well compared to where we were just a few hours ago. It feels like under $300 billion market cap. And now we have literally peaked our noses above the $400 billion market cap. It looks like we're hitting the $400 billion market cap. There's a bit of resistance, but hopefully we can peak through that and start getting towards our all-time highs once again. As we know, we were up in the $830 billion market range just a few weeks ago, and we have consistently tumbled all the way down to the 270s, $280 billion range. So as we look for a nice recovery, we can see that still a lot of these charts on their 7-day chart are looking very similar. Little dip, little spike, little dip, little recovery. Again, given the rocky sort of downward trajectory we've been on, we still haven't hit the highs that we were at. So as we go down and we see this 7-day chart, we can see that while a lot of these charts are very, very, very similar, we're seeing all of crypto sort of take a hit and recover in the same way. We can also look for, hopefully in the next few days to weeks, these coins starting to do well enough that they each take on their own life cycles again. Right now, it seems as though all the coins, Bitcoin, all the way down to all the alts, are doing mainly the same things, especially in the top market caps. Hopping into our biggest gainers and losers, we can see that we have some really big green numbers over here, above 100% gains for many of these small market coins. As we get to some of the bigger coins, we're seeing lots of gains in the high 20s, 30s, and 40% range with Funfair, Decentraland, LinkEye, Centra, Sun Contract, all phenomenal projects with nice market caps, big communities, and you can see that they're making nice gains. So we can see that the market is gaining real health in the bigger projects. As we go down to the losers, we can see that yes, there are some big losers here, but most of these losers are in the small reds here, all the way up until about 15, 16%. Most things are well under 20% drops, except for when you're getting to LendConnect, BitConnect, eCoin, and Davorcoin, all of which have been known to have interesting histories. In fact, 3 of the 4 of these are lending coins, sort of a la BitConnect, and so I'm not really sure about the validity or the legitimacy of those coins, but I can tell you that right now it's looking like the market's a whole lot more green than it is red. Jumping into a few cool projects that jumped out at me in these top gainers, we have Car Vertical, which is a recent ICO that had a gain up here in late January after its ICO and has really fallen off from about, well up on its way to 3 cents, between 2 and 3 cents. And it's really fallen down here. And, its Bitcoin value was tremendous. Its price against Bitcoin was really over 220 Satoshi. And now it's well under 100 Satoshi. It's less than it's about 70 Satoshi. But we saw it made a nice little pump up here to 100 Satoshi. Hopefully we can see it regain a lot of its USD and Bitcoin value. Car Vertical is an interesting project. Keep an eye on that. Sun Contract is an interesting project for sharing solar power. Again, you can see its chart is really just downward headed since January, but there are these little market pops. Again, I don't think we have enough data here. Blue Zell's on Neo, interesting project on Neo. Funfair is a gambling coin. I don't think we have enough data here to say for sure that we're on our way to a guaranteed recovery, but you can see on CryptoCoinNews.com that the bulls are back in town and that we've recovered $90 billion in value. And we have even better news here that Michael Novogratz is making a crypto merchant bank so that if we wanted to open up businesses and accept crypto as merchants, there would be a much better infrastructure for doing that, and hopefully a much more legitimate and easy way to keep track of. So I'm a big fan of Michael Novogratz. I've supported all of his influence over the crypto space, and I've bought into AirSwap token largely because of his advisor role. So that's just a little bit of the recap for today. As we can see, lots of these coins are taking the same sort of action. The whole market's behaving sort of in unison, more or less. And as we see this recovery into February, we can start separating our projects again. Once we get back to sort of mid-level, growing towards our all-time highs, we can get our projects back to feeling healthy and start treating them a little bit more individually, as opposed to wondering where the market is going as a whole. We always want to make sure that we're paying attention to the projects and topics that are most relevant to you, our viewers. So please let us know in the comment below whether you enjoyed this review, whether you want us to cover different topics, or whether you think that there's a specific coin that we should really look at. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we certainly hope to catch you on the next episode of FUD TV. Once again, this is not financial advice. This is simply our opinions. This is our synthesis of the facts as we best understand them, and we hope that it helps you in your cryptocurrency journey. But we encourage you to always do your own research while investing and never invest what you cannot afford to lose. I'm Elliot Trades, and this has been another episode of FUD TV, and we'll catch you on the next one.